Hello, good morning, good evening, and welcome to Bigg World Cinema. Without further ado, we'll continue with what you're here for. And to ensure this channel survives, please don't skip the ads. Thank you. I don't understand people nowadays. It's probably how my old fella felt when I was a teenager back in my teenage bedroom, blaring out the Clash or the Jam at all hours, whilst he'd yell at me to turn that racket down, competing with the cacophony of noise. I find it quite fascinating when I'm walking through certain places and see people posing for photographs beside a tree, with many locations on every high street used as a backdrop for photographs nowadays. People all line up to pose at a particular spot, which might, to you and I, just resemble a normal, nondescript wall, but of course it isn't, as it's been made famous on social media. So every Tom, Dick and Sally wants to pose in the same spot. I mean, I can understand iconic backdrops where tourists pose in front of iconic places such as the Eiffel Tower or Taj Mahal, as if to say, look at me, I'm in India. Actually, I can't understand it. But it's a common theme nowadays, wherever you go, that business owners are going to make a place more Instagram friendly. On dating profiles you see Filipinas sitting in identical locations. It's only when I'd visit these places that I'd twig, so this is where they come to take their selfies. In Cebu it was Sirao Picture Garden, the terraces at Ayala Mall, the roof garden at SM Seaside, or Lovey Coffee Shop, which has a room resembling a wine cellar. I'd see that on many profile photographs until I went there with my Filipina girlfriend and she said, so this is where everyone takes their photographs. And that's what I thought. On Bonafacio High Street, the 3D screen on 5th Avenue becomes a backdrop at the weekend when the road is closed for traffic, which reminded me of Akihabara district in Tokyo, when all the cosplayers come out to pose on the streets without fear of getting run down. In Boracay, the long stretch of white beach is a very popular backdrop for Filipinas to show they've been fortunate to visit the infamous beach. In Manila, it's the filling station restaurant in Burger Street with its 50s Americana diner decor, or the artificial decadence of Venice Mall, plus the new sculpture display on the roof garden at SM Aura. Company brands nowadays will set up displays considering what's going to look good in a photograph for their marketing and public exposure, with their brand names clearly on view. But it amazes me how people just flock to the same old places. It's like there's no original thought anymore. People see an image they like the look of and want to replicate it. They're all like sheep. We are just copyists nowadays. I just want to shout, why? What are you doing? Why are you taking all those images of yourself? What are you doing with them? I know the answer, of course. Social media. Show yourself off to the world. It's as if they've been hiding behind their face masks so long they need to express themselves, still wearing their face masks. Posing has become the new pandemic. We've turned into a world of posers. I despair. So why is this wall famous? Why are you posing against this wall? Oh, you saw that everybody poses on this wall, so you wanted to pose on this wall. Good idea. So it's my last day in Manila. my last afternoon in Manila, so I thought I'd head to my favourite haunt. As I've said a few times, I disliked BGC when I first arrived in Manila, wondering what all the fuss is about. But the more I frequented BGC, the more I warmed to it, especially the area known as Bonafacio High Street. Not a traditional high street that you'd find in the West, but a boulevard of bars, restaurants and shops that stretches for 1 kilometre. It's a pleasant area to stroll through and also sit out and chill throughout the day or evening. I'm a big fan of al fresco environments. When I find a place I like, I tend to return there often, like my happy place. Wherever I've stayed in the world, whether it be the seafront in Brighton, the riverfront in Hoi An in Vietnam, or Asiatic Mall beside the river in Bangkok, I'd return there many times to while away hours on a Sunday afternoon. Sit reading, writing my journal, people watching and having a beer before sunset. Coincidentally, or not, they're all beside water. In Manila, I did go to Harbour Bay and sat out a couple of times at a bar, but it wasn't quite right. I'm a fussy bugger. No shit, you say. That explains why you're still single. So, while staying in Manila for 5 months, Bonafacio High Street became my go-to place for a sundowner. Sitting on the lawn outside New Orleans bar. But in BGC, the tall buildings block the setting sun, so a proper sundowner is out of the question. Damn it! Oh well, that would have to make do for now. Most weekends I'd head to New Orleans for a huge draft beer at 115 pesos. So it's my last afternoon in Manila, my last afternoon, and I thought I'd spend it in Bonafacio High Street, have a nice beer on the lawn. It's a lovely spot, but it's been slightly spoilt by the noise, which you can't hear at the moment, but it'll kick in any second. I really can't tolerate loud bass anymore, and there seems to be some sort of event going on nearby where they've got the, here we go, you can probably hear that, and I might have to edit this out in a minute because of copyright issues, but I thought I'd give it a go. It is just very annoying. A nice chill afternoon in the sunshine, and they've got that drum and bass going on. Here we go. I'm actually, it's quite a way away down there. This is now what, 9th Avenue, and 8th Avenue is down there, and I feel I'm getting old. I think everyone's smiling at me, but they're smiling at the dogs. I had a couple of dogs like that, I'd make plenty of friends. Saturday night, I'm in BGC High Street outside New Orleans, and I'm having my first beer of the evening, San Miguel Pilsen, which is 115 pesos, which is less than £2. 71 pesos to the pound now. This is 115, so what's that? Just over £1.50. $175. BGC High Street. Not a bad price, is it? The perfect spot with nice scenery in BGC. So I'm here in BGC. Happy hour, 115 pesos for a beer, which is $2, just over $2. That's not bad going, is it? In the centre of BGC, Friday afternoon, happy days. Cheers. Here at BWC, Uncle doesn't charge a subscription fee like Auntie does, but buying us a coffee would be much appreciated. Thank you. Then go along to the Wild West Roadhouse, situated one block further down on the same side, and continue drinking there, as long as nobody was sat at my favourite table outside. 2 pale Pilsens at Roadhouse costs 195 pesos. With endless bowls of monkey nuts supplied for free. The burgers there are great, and a portion of tasty fries costs just only 65 pesos. Happy days. So, last night in BGC, and I'm at Roadhouse, where I've spent a lot of my time over the last 4 months, and I have burger and fries, 300 pesos, and beers, 2 for 195 pesos. So this is one of my favourite spots in BGC on Bonafacio High Street, and I thought I'd spend my last meal here, and what a treat. The fries here are amazing. You can get the fries here, I think they're 65 pesos just for a portion of fries, which is about $1. gorgeous fries. So just come for a beer and fries and you'll be fine. This is it. My last night, around 5:30. Sun is going down. Got 2 beers. San Miguel, 190 pesos. 190 pesos for 2 San Miguels. BGC, middle of the high street. Monkey nuts, service water, 2 San Miguels, 190 pesos, which is less than $4 for 2 beers in the middle of BGC, in the middle of the high street. So not a bad deal at all. So Shana,
hi.
You're now on camera.
Hello.
This is Shana, the lovely Shana, who I met today in the mall.
Luckily.
We had a lovely time together in Greenbelt, and now we're in Bonafacio High Street.
Yes.
And what have you got to eat?
I have barbecue chicken.
Barbecue chicken.
With rice and broccoli and some veg.
It looks lovely.
It's good, it's good.
And I have chicken wings. And sweet corn. And beer. I overstayed my time in Manila. Started to stagnate there. I need to move on now and find another happy place. Just a quick reminder to please click the thumbs up button if you liked the video, or thumbs down button if you didn't. Obviously. Thank you. Victor's last night in Manila. Where are we? You've been watching Uncle, the man from Bigg World Cinema. Please like and subscribe and send cash.